everyone, long time no see, and I hope that all of you are well. Today we will together revise the passive voice in English 7.
First, look at the form. The passive voice has the subject, be, past participle, and by object. We use the passive voice when the action is more important than the person who does it. And how to change active voice into passive voice. Look at the active voice. In the active sentence, we have at least three main factors: subject, verb, and object. To change active voice into passive voice, we have four main steps. The first step is we change the object in the active voice into the subject in the passive voice. The second step is we have be in the right form or the tense of the main verb in the active sentence. The third step is we change the main verb of the active voice into the past participle form. And the last step, we change the subject of the active voice into the object in the passive voice with by. If the active voice has the adverb of place, we put it before by an object. And we put adverb of time after by object. And try to remember four main steps. Clear? Yes. And in English 7, we have learned the three types of passive: the present simple passive, the past simple passive, and modal passive. Firstly, we will revise the present simple passive. Try to remember the form. We have subject and be in present, am, are, and past participle, and then by object. Pay attention, by object can be omitted. I have one sentence as example for you. People speak English all over the world. And now we change into the passive sentence. English is the object, so we change it into the subject. Look at the verb speak. It is in present form. So we have is spoken all over the world. English is spoken all over the world. And what about the past simple passive? Look at the form. We have subject, was or were, past participle, and by object. Now look at the example. I watched TV last night. So TV is the object. So we move it into the subject. Watched. In the past form, we have was and watched by me last night. The new sentence is TV was watched by me last night. And the modal passive, we have learned will and can, right? And we have the form subject, will or can, be, past participle, and by object. Now look at the example. They will build a new school in this area next year. So we have passive sentence. The new school will be built in this area by them next year. So you can see the adverb of the place. You can see the adverb of the place. Be stand before by them, and next year stand after by them. So I give you 1 minute to look at the whole screen again and try to remember the form. So ready? Now let's move to the exercise, practice exercise. Yes, before writing the passive sentences, I'd like you to write the past participle of the following verb. And you can see we have 12 verbs in the base form. And your duty here is write the past participle form. I give you 30 seconds to remember. So ready? Yes. So now look at the screen. So read after me and check. Invite, invited. Speak, spoken. Visit, visited. Steal, stolen. Plant, planted. See, seen. Sold, showed. Watch, watched. Found, founded. Serve, served. Build, built. Make, made. Yeah, try to remember the past participle because it is very important to write the passive sentence. And now we move to exercise 1. Yeah, change the active sentences into the passive sentences. And you can see we have 6 active sentences. And now I give you 5 minutes to change the active sentences into the passive one. Now, ready? And now look at the first sentence. As you can see, most of the objects are suggested here. Yeah, the first step, right? And the number 1, tickets, is the object. And here we move to the subject of the active voice. And look at the main verb. Yeah, we can see sell. Sell here is a present form. So we have are sold. At the gate, the tickets are sold at the gate of the tourist site. Now number 2, be careful with number 2. The object here is more cheese and plants, not only more cheese, right? And the main verb here we can see wind plant. So the new sentence is more trees and plants will be planted in the park. And number 3, we can see every day. Every day is a present, simple present. And we have Hung King temples is visited by thousands of people every day. And number 4, we can see can, right? Can see. So new sentence is many beautiful charm towers can be seen in Binding province. And number 5, we can underline yesterday and stole here, right? Stole here is the past form. So my sister bike was stolen yesterday. And someone, whenever you buy someone, it is omitted. Yeah, tries to remember. And the last one, The last one we see last Sunday and invited. So in the past form, right? Mary and Linda. Mary and Linda's two people. So we say Mary and Linda were invited to Tom's birthday party last Sunday. Another way you can say Mary and Linda were invited to his birthday party by Tom last Sunday. So how many correct sentences have you got? Just try your best and try your best. And try to redo the sentences again at home, right? And now we move to exercise 2. We also have 6 sentences, but they are in multiple choice. And you have to choose the best answer to complete these following sentences. So in each sentence, I have 4 answers, A, B, C, or D. And you have to choose the best answer to complete the sentences. Remember to underline the keyword before choosing the answer. So ready? Yes, look at number 1. Okay, we can see by virus, and ago. And the subject here, right? And the subject here is in plural form. We choose B. Most email accounts at my company were affected by virus 2 days ago. Number 2, be careful with until. And breakfast here is the passive subject. So we say breakfast isn't served in the hotel until 7 a.m. And number 3, do you know Lunar New Year? That means Tet holiday, right? Tet holiday is celebrated in early January or late February. Yeah, pay attention. And number 4, we can see by, and in 1070. So which answer do you choose? Yes, of course, D. The Temple of Literature was founded in 1070 by Emperor Li Tangtong. And number 5, jean. Do you like jean? Do you like wearing jeans? Yes, I like wearing jeans. Yes, and jeans are made of heavy cotton cloth called denim. As the last one, glass bottles. Glass bottle can be reused many times. Yeah, I choose C. And what about you? Yeah, and we should reuse glass bottle as many times as possible to protect our environment. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's the end of our lesson today. And at home, I'd like you to write 5 sentences for each type of passive. And I give you 3 examples. Number 1, milk is usually kept in the fridge. Number 2, the Imperial Academy was regarded as the first university in Vietnam. And the last one, a beautiful cake will be made for my mother on her next birthday.
Time is up now. Try your best to remember what we have learned today. Goodbye and see you again.